Hi, today I am doing the Booktube newbie tag, which I realized I should have done as my first video, but I did not, because you know what? Life is more interesting when you do things out of order. That's why I plan on dying before I fall in love. Why did you start this channel? I was reading Children of Blood and Bone, and I had a lot of feelings about it. I only have one friend who has ever read the book, and everybody in my life is basically illiterate, so I needed a place to vent. One of the main characters is a total dumbass, and I was looking up other videos on Booktube, and nobody was really talking about how much of a dumbass he truly is. So I kind of thought, if nobody says it, I will. I will gladly take all the dislikes for calling out characters on their stupid bullshit. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Well, I guess you could say that I'm not like other girls. Everybody here is very sweet and cute and kind, and I am basically sweaty garbage, so I guess I can bring a lot of trash into the community. I don't know how to answer this question. I think it's kind of weird to ask for uniqueness from newbies. Like, isn't Booktube just basically an echo chamber of everyone reviewing the same books and the same thoughts? Am I allowed to say that? Like, you know what, I'm gonna keep this in because I'm not relevant enough to start drama, so it's fine. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I am excited to just meet new people and be more integrated into the community. Like I said, everybody in my life is illiterate, so it would just be nice to meet people who pick up a fucking book for once. Why do you love reading? I love escapism. The less I think about my life, the better. What book or series got you into reading? So I actually didn't get into reading until my senior year of college. I know, I'm pretty late, but I was a design major, so I did a lot of mindless work in the studio, and I just needed something to pass the time and kind of like keep my sanity, I guess. I tried out an audiobook, which was the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, and I really loved it. That basically was how I got into reading. It was a very easy story for me to get absorbed in. The voice acting was really good. The story was really fun to follow. And I think it also made me realize that YA can actually be good. I had a lot of misconceptions about books that are targeted to young adults, and now that's basically most of the fiction that I read. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Do you guys actually have like a job? Because how is this feasible? What challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Not getting any comments or views kind of sucks because then it just feels like you're talking into the void and not actually connecting with anybody from the community. Seeing my face and hearing my voice also sucks, which makes the first point understandable. When did you start reading? So I started reading more actively after I graduated from college. When I was assigned any reading material for high school or college, I never bothered reading them. I just watched the TV adaptations or I read SparkNotes or whatever. I just refused to read any books that was assigned to me. And then after I graduated, I read over 50 books that first year when I was like a proper adult. So I guess I just started reading when people stopped telling me to do it. Where do you read? I read in my bed before I go to sleep every night. It's the only way I can read because then I won't have to think about everything else that I need to do in a day. It helps me wind down and relax. It also makes me stay up too late and not relax the next day. So that's kind of my setup right now. And lastly, what kind of books do you like to read? So for fiction, I like reading YA, fantasy, and sci-fi. I also like reading dystopian if it's done right, which is basically never. For nonfiction, I like reading design books because that's relevant to my career. I also read a lot of self-help books because just look at me. Your girl needs it. That's about it. I don't know you tag people into this thing, so I'm just gonna do it anyway. I tag Melody Adira because I really want her to join Booktube so we can continue making terrible content together. And I tag everybody else who wants to do it. So yeah, that's about it. Very short video, no content, no originality. Bye.